Ah, shit. Here we go again.
All right, y'all. So they end up putting this crazy dude that just did 3 years in solitary confinement in Sherrod's cell, which is inmate Peanut, right? If you haven't seen part one will be pinned at the top of the comment section, okay? So if y'all want to know what's going on, this is part 2. So click on part 1. That'll be pinned at the top of the comment section, all right? So they end up putting him in the cell, right? And he said they've been in there for about 4 days. And, you know, this dude kept eating this crap. He kept eating his, you know, his feces or whatever, because, you know, they were starving him in the hole. And he was eating and drinking his urine. And, you know, he kept the cell stanky. And Sherrod, you know, he tried to be sympathetic to the situation, but he said he just wasn't going for it. He just wasn't going for it. So he started bucking. So he said he didn't take it out on the dude at first, you know, because dude basically lost his mind. So he started bucking on the guards like, hey, man, y'all need to get this dude up out of here, man. He ain't right, man. And, you know, the guards are telling him like, man, be quiet. We ain't doing no cell changes and you don't run nothing. Deal with it. You should have never did what you did to get in prison in the first place. This ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way. So, you know, this would go on, like I said, for the next 3 to 4 days. He keep complaining. He keep bucking. So he tell him like, yo, I'm about to flood the tier. Now, he really wasn't going to flood the tier at all. But, you know, he used that as a threat because, you know, them guards don't want to deal with all of that. So they like, listen, man, if you flood the tier, you going to the hole. And he like, man, y'all really need to get this dude out my cell. Now, the dude wasn't really bothering him at all. You know, he was just, you know, actually dude needed to be in a mental hospital or something, like a sane asylum, because he was thrown off. For real, they broke that man's mind, right? So he ended up going to one of the guards like on the 6th day. Sherrod ended up going to one of the guards on the 6th day and was like, hey, listen, man, this dude is like really whacked out his mind. I'm serious. Y'all need to get him out of this cell, man, or move me to a different cell or whatever. So the guard was basically like, man, bunk what you talking about. You don't run nothing. And Sherrod said he didn't realize what he did. He said he just snapped. And he said he just hauled off and was like, bow, stole on the guard. And he said that the guard kind of stumbled. Now, he said when he hit him, he realized like, oh, shoot. Oh, crap. I just hit the guard. So he said, you know what? I already know what's going to happen to me. I know they finna beat me up. You know, they finna dog me out. So I might as well go all the way with it, right? So he said he just stood over the guard. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And he said as he hitting the guard, he's getting more angrier and angrier because he's like, all you had to do was just move me. Now he thinking about why he got so long in prison. Now he thinking about how the homies ratted on him and they were snitching on each other. He just started thinking about, he got to think about his mama. He was thinking about the four summers that he done missed, Christmas, all that. He just got to think about everything, and everything that was pent up inside of him for these 4 years, he just let it off on this guard. Bow, bow, bow. I'm talking about hitting him with them big old haymakers, just putting work in on him. And yes, indeed, here come the goon squad. They coming. You can hear them. You can hear them. Now, they coming down there and they get in there and they beat the living dogs out of Sherrod. I'm talking about when I say they beat they whooped Sherrod out of his jumpsuit, y'all. Whooped him. So he's getting whooped out butt naked, right? They macing him. They just putting it on him. My man had to get air flighted out of there. The guard that he whooped on, they had to air flight him out of there. I don't know if he made it or not. He probably did make it, or I probably wouldn't have seen Sherrod out here on the streets, right? But anyway, they end up taking Sherrod to the hole, right? He bloody. They ain't giving him no medical care. They basically told him, like, what was that, y'all? Which Rocky was that when with the Russian, when he said if he dies, he dies? You know, when he put them on Apollo Creed? Yeah, so that's how they left him. They left him battered and bloody, right, in the hole, naked. So he said that he felt like he was gonna die. He said, you know, they like really hurt him bad. Like he said, they was stomping him. They did him dirty. And I seen how the Ghoul Squad get down, especially if you attack one of their own. Oh, they gonna give it to you. They gonna give it to you, right? So he said for the next 3 days he was just asleep. He was just in pain. They'd come in and throw some water on him, right? They ain't even feed him in the 3 days, right? He said he just wanted to rest, man. So he said like on the 4th day is a nurse came in there and like a sergeant came in there just to check on him, right? And the sergeant was like, "Oh, you still alive?" And he said he was real weak because he ain't ate, he ain't drink or nothing, right? Well, he had a little water, whatever. So he said the guards came in there, picked him up, and they threw him in the shower and they water hosed him down or whatever. So, you know, they gave him a meal like a sandwich or some cookies or something like that. And he said it was good for maybe 2 weeks. Then he said like after 2 weeks, I don't know, was it a shift change? I don't know what the word already got out that what he did to that guard already. So he said like in between, after like a week, I guess they maybe said, okay, let him heal up or whatever. Because he said like after a week or like maybe 11 days or something, he said then some of the guards would come in there and like torture him. Yeah, he said they'd come in there like 5 deep, hold him down, get to punching on him, right? He even said, now listen, I don't know exactly what waterboarding is, but he said like they will hold him down and they'll put a rag, like a towel over his face or whatever, and like pour water on it, right? So he said they were doing like that to him. And he said that's how they was doing him. And he said that they'd like pee in his water. They'd like right there at the slot, they'd like blow snot in his food. And he said, he wasn't eating it, he wasn't drinking it, right? And he said like, man, they gonna try to kill me in here, man. So he said like they started working on his mind, man. And he said every time they would come in there, he'd try to fight, but he was too weak, and they'd just whoop him out and basically waterboard him. So he said like this went on for maybe like 5 or 6 days, right, straight. And he said, the sergeant came in there and said, "You learned your lesson. You ain't gonna touch none of my guards no more, right?" So he said, I guess that was the retribution for what he did to the guard, whatever. So this is where this story takes a dangerous turn. This is where this story is getting to the getting, where Sherrod is about to get turned into peanut, right? Now, for those that is hard-headed and is watching this video straight through, I told y'all have to go click part 1, which is pinned at the top of the comment section and in the description, because a lot of this is not going to make sense to y'all unless y'all watch part 1, right? Because I know y'all like, wait a minute, Dante, is this the same peanut? No. And I'm not about to explain because I made part 1, which is pinned at the top of the comment section. And you know what? Before we even go on, y'all, because a lot of y'all are hard-headed, man. Number 1, and we going to get back to the story. Number 1, I need for y'all to hit the like button. That's mandatory, right? If you watching this video and you didn't get the notification, unsubscribe and subscribe back to the channel and hit the all notification button, okay? I created 2 other channels. A lot of y'all was like, yo, Dante, where's your skits and your movies that you've been talking about? That will be pinned at the top of the comment section to that channel. And also my Grand Theft Auto 5 channel will be pinned at the top of the comment section too. So if y'all play Grand Theft Auto and y'all want to run some games with your big partner, Dante, make sure y'all subscribe to that channel too. That'll be pinned at the top of the comment section too. And if you have not signed up to become a member of the Donta Show Network, I'ma have that members link pinned at the top of the comment section too, right? Also, y'all, one last thing. I gotta ask y'all, just answer this. Are y'all mad or are y'all happy that Diddy could be free? Let me know in the comment section. I just want to get the feel, the senses of the community right now, okay? Just let me know. Also, y'all, Donta still is doing promotions. I'm charging $50. Y'all know what time it is to promote your business, your social media channels, your products, even if you got a brick and mortar store. Get in contact with me so we can do some business. All right, let's get back to the story. So now Sherrod tells me that there's a dude from the east side of Detroit in there by the name of Big Larry. And Big Larry was the type of guy that liked guys, you know. Big Larry was about 6'6", maybe 320 pounds all muscle, right? And they would use Big Larry to basically be their enforcer. Like if they got a trouble inmate or whatever, they'd have Big Larry tighten them up, literally, right? Right now, they actually got some lawsuits, some civil lawsuits that's going on with that situation too. Y'all forgot to mention that. But anyway, so he said they end up putting Big Larry down there. He seen when Big Larry came down there because he walked past the cell, right? And remember, y'all, he's still in solitary confinement, but you can still see out the door. So he said he see Big Larry, and Big Larry like blows a kiss towards him while he's walking down the tier or whatever. So he like, what? So he said he didn't really think nothing about it. So he said a guard came to the door like later on throughout the night and was like, yeah, you ready? You ready? And he said he was like halfway sleeping, halfway woke, right? And he like, what? And the guard was like, is you ready? So he thinking that, you know, they finna come in here and try to beat him up or whatever. And he said when they cracked the door, Big Larry stepped in. Now, due to YouTube laws and regulations, I can't go into detail of what happened, okay? I will lead y'all up until the moment, but I'm not going to tell y'all step by step of what happened, okay? So he said Big Larry walked in the cell. And he hurried up and jumped up and like got in his fighting pose. Now he said that, you know, looking at Big Larry, he knew he couldn't beat him. In fact, he knew that there's no way that he couldn't do nothing with Big Larry because number one, Big Larry is like, it's like David versus Goliath. The only thing is you don't got no smooth rock or no slingshot, right? And he said he was weak also. Like, you know, he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking. He was like malnourished, so he couldn't defend himself. So he said Big Larry just walked up to him, smacked him. Boom, smacked him right in the face, right? He said he said through all his years of fighting, all the years of him fighting, he ain't never felt that type of pain. He said when Big Larry slapped him, he felt like his face caved in, like he had a tremor go through his body, right? And he said he hit the floor. And he said Larry like grabbed him by his neck and lifted him off his feet, right? And like pushed him hard against the wall. So he said like everything, he just kept blacking out or whatever. And he said that then that's when it happened, whatever. So he said he'll wake up around like 7 in the morning in pain, basically. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So he said this would go on for maybe like a whole week straight, like clockwork. Every time on third shift, this would happen, right? So he said eventually it stopped. You know, Big Larry, they ended up taking him back upstairs or whatever. And that was the end of it. And then, you know, they sent the word out to the other prisoners like, yeah, you know, dude, let Big Larry, you know, do that thing to him. The guards tried to put it out there like, you know, Sherrod was a homosexual or whatever. And he just basically, him and Big Larry was doing some consensual things, but no, that wasn't true. So he said, like, after another month or whatever, him healing and everything, he said that, his mind was gone. He was like really messed up, like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. He said he just was messed up. And he said when they let him out the hole and put him back on the main line, he said, dudes was looking at him funny. Like, dang, we heard, what I'm talking about? Like, cats making passes at him. Dudes testing the water because the people knew Sherrod as, the type of guy that, push that blade. He aggressive, and now he walking different. He talking different. He ain't full blown peanut yet, right? Because he's still like, he messed up. Psychologically, this dude is messed up, right? So he said one day he was in his cell and this dude came in there and was like, hey, do you get down or whatever? And he was like, what? He was like, do you get down? And he was like, well, get down with what? Now, keep in mind, y'all, Sherrod, I forgot to tell y'all this. Sherrod family basically abandoned him. When he got sent to prison, they weren't putting no money on his books. They weren't writing them. He was just, they abandoned him basically. So, prior to, he was robbing dudes in jail, getting commissary and gambling and stuff like that. But, since he been in the hole and what happened to him, he been living off the land. And living off the land is, eating the prison food or whatever. So this dude coming in like, do you get down or whatever? He like, what's that? And he said like, do you get down? And he was like, no. So the dude was like, well, here, let me give you this. So he said he had like a big bag of commissary. He had like 10 packs of noodles, 5 honey buns, and like 3 summer sausages in there. He was like, I want to give you this, but, I want to, I heard about you and Big Larry or whatever. And he was like, no, man, I'm not like that, man. What are you talking about? He was like, look, man, just take this and let's think about it, man. We good. Sherrod ended up taking it, right, and eating it. Days will go on, weeks will go on, and he would just be caught with him, with the guy. Now, the guy that he was with, from my understanding, he wasn't no bandit. He was just one of them dudes like Freaky Freddy that would, just how he is. That's how he programmed, And for those that don't know who Freaky Freddy is, I did a whole compilation video of just Freaky Freddy videos, okay? I'm going to have that pinned at the top of the comment section, too, for those that haven't seen that. I put all of Freaky Freddy prison stories in one video. I think it's like 3 or 4 hours long or something like that. But I'm going to have that pinned at the top of the comment section, too. But eventually, he said that he just felt like his mind was gone and he just felt like a woman, right? And he said first he tried to fight it, but then he just gave into it. And, well, here we go. So he said years go by and he's completely turned out. He's completely peanut, right? So he say right before he was about to get out, he had a moment. Y'all remember off of Life when the sissy was about to get out and Eddie was like, man, this is good news, man. He about to get out. And he was like, I can't come home to my mama like this, right? So he said he had one of them moments. So he said eventually when he got out, he stopped acting like that. But he said he just couldn't shake that feeling of him being messed up or whatever. So he said, he reached out to his mama. And his mama basically turned, I ain't got nothing for you. You can't come here. He basically said his whole family turned their back on him because he came back to Flint. And he said he just found himself in Detroit, doing what he doing for years. And this is where I run into him at, in Detroit. And him being who he is, right? So I'm about to roll a clip for y'all so y'all can see, you know, the interview of Peanut that I did with him. Give me a call at 1-313-452-8981 if you want me to promote your online business or products or social media channels. Also, if you are watching this video and you didn't get my notification, unsubscribe to the channel, subscribe back to the channel, and hit the all notification button. I drop a new video Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, are you a member of the Donta Show Network? If not, I'm gonna have the link pinned at the top of the comment section. Also, when you become a member of the Donta Show Network, I got exclusive videos teaching you on how to become a big, successful YouTuber such as myself. Again, the link to the memberships will be pinned at the top of the comment section. By the way, if you want to send a gift to support the Donta Show Network, send me a text message or give me a call at 1-313-452-8981.